Yay! Woo, 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 woo.
Hey,
Hello and welcome
what's
to
happening?
the marketing after party. This is where myself and Sam Day, we talk everything YouTube, social media, marketing on the first Friday of every month. Hello, Sam.
Hello to everyone. Hello to Vina. What's good? We need to do
What's
so,
good in the
we need to do
hood?
the intro.
The what? Sorry.
The intro.
Oh, did you like the intro?
Oh, I thought we had. Did we have like a special?
Oh, sorry, I don't know what.
There's no market. Oh, we used to have the marketing hat. Well,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
gone. I
Sorry,
don't
yeah, I
have.
didn't bring my
Yeah,
hat today. Just bring
it's
the
all
hat.
right. It's all right.
Today, we are going to be talking about how do you know when to quit YouTube? I feel a lot of people struggle with this question because we live in this society and world now where we want those fast results. We want to start a YouTube channel and within a month we want to be on 1 million subscribers, raking in the money, but that is not realistic on YouTube. The
Mm,
truth is, isn't it, Sam? It takes years, not even a year. And yes, some cases, 100% people can do it, but it depends on the niche, it depends on the competition, it depends on the timing. But
mm,
the majority of people on YouTube right now who have those bigger channels and they've made a full time income from YouTube, it has taken them years. And me and Sam are just going to have this really honest conversation with you now and just tell you our experiences. Are one of us quitting YouTube today? Who knows?
cool.
You're going to have to keep watching, but we're just going to really try and help you with coming to that decision on how do you know when you should be quitting YouTube? Should you stop your channel and start a new one, or should you just quit YouTube forever? Sam, what do you think about this?
Um, I think it's such a it's such an in-depth question and topic. But I
Mm.
think like the easy answer and the short answer is like when you stop enjoying it, when you stop loving it. I think if you're doing it for business purposes, then obviously you want to see like the return on investment in terms of business and stuff like that. And so like you might even see business results before you see like the traditional YouTube kind of metrics like views and subscribers and all these fans and stuff like that. Like you might be able to create a channel that helps you to promote your business, but you don't really get the numbers or the bigger numbers. And if that's the case, then it's kind of like, well, it makes business sense. So if it makes business sense, then keep going. But if it's not making business sense and you're not enjoying it, you're not loving it anymore, then that might be the time to be like, okay, cool, let me at least take a break. And if after the break you feel better, like if you feel like with me, if I take a break from YouTube, like I'm itching to get back. I'm like, man, I want to create content again.
Yeah.
And if when you take a break, you feel like you feel better, you're like, oh, I'm so happy that I don't have to make videos, then I guess that's an indicator of maybe this isn't what you should be doing. Or at least not that channel anyway.
Oh my God. Yeah. I love that last bit you said at the end there, that channel. Because if you've lost passion for making YouTube videos, it's not that you've completely fallen out of love with YouTube. It could be you're in the completely wrong niche, you know? And again, there's so many people out there that you will be perceiving as being, oh my God, they started a YouTube channel, they're so successful. But in reality, that could have been their fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth channel that they have started, but you just don't know about all the other ones. I think one of the most successful YouTubers now, Mr. Beast, I don't know what channel his current one is, but that's not his first channel. I think his first ever one he did for years and he didn't see any traction. So he stopped that channel, started another one, which could be the one he's currently doing now. It might, I'm not sure of that whole story, but there's loads of examples like that where they
Mm.
had a channel and they stopped it. So actually, two good questions Sam's put in there. So number one is, how are you measuring success? Because if you're just measuring it on views, is that a good enough reason to stop your YouTube channel? Because if your YouTube channel, like for me and Sam, is linked to people signing up to our email list or booking in a consultation with us or whatever it is, even if you're getting a few a month and you're still generating income, isn't that still successful, even though
Mm.
your videos may be getting like 50 views? So it's really, that's a question for each individual person, isn't it, Sam? Like, we can't,
Yeah.
you will know, whatever your channel is, you're going to know what is successful for you. And I think this is when people quit too soon, because they're
Mm.
thinking, oh, my channel should be getting 1,000 views per video or more. And then they're like, oh, we're just going to stop. When in actual fact, like, you're probably doing really amazing on YouTube, but you're comparing yourself to others too much.
Yeah, I think that's key. Like I know when the mindset I started my YouTube channel with was I want this to help me to grow as a marketing consultant.
Mm,
That was my main aim. I didn't want to be a YouTuber per se.
yeah.
I never obviously I wanted the numbers, but more so just because it would help me with the business kind of thing. So if I could really kind of go back in time to the Sam that started the YouTube channel, and I was able to say, look, this is where you are now as a result of the channel. And I didn't even speak about subscriber numbers or views or anything like that. Then I would be a really happy Sam. I'd be like, oh wow, like I'm a marketing consultant now. Like this is great.
Oh,
But I
exactly.
think like the more you start producing content and you start, ironically enough, the more the numbers when your numbers start to increase, you start to become more aware of the people around you with similar numbers or higher numbers,
Mm,
and then it's kind of like a thing of you can get trapped in, oh wait, but their channel's doing this and mine is doing that, and why is mine not like that? And and I think that can sometimes discourage you and make you feel like you're not doing as good as
yeah,
you are,
definitely.
whereas actually you're doing what you set out to do, kind of thing.
I love that example you just gave of actually looking back when you first started your YouTube channel. If that the little cute Sam, if you were to say to him then, look, just keep going for the next 5 years because you're actually going to be a marketing consultant really, really soon.
Mm.
It's giving us that boost as well, isn't it? And with YouTube, there's so much opportunities out there, and there is that. Okay, I think there's one thing we really need to talk about, and it's how long should you keep creating content before you think, do you know what? I've done this for 4 years now. I've done all the tips, and there's still not that much traction. I personally struggle myself with this because I'm this kind of person like, no, I'm never going to give up. We are going to keep going. But sometimes it's really taking a hard look and thinking, okay, I've done this for a few years now. Am I missing something here? Am I being consistent? Should I stop this channel and do a brand new one? Because I don't know about you, Sam, but I've heard so many stories of people doing YouTube for 5 years, but then in their sixth year, they become highly successful. But a lot of
Yeah.
people aren't going to do it for 5 years because they're like, mate, that's 5 years. So again, it's that, what I would love to know what you think about that.
I think like the answer is different for everyone. And I think it's definitely a self-awareness thing, but I think like I'm kind of answering the question with a question, but my question would be like, what would you prefer to anyone watching this? What would you prefer? Would you prefer to have, like, let's say someone came, I don't know, a genie came out of a hat or something like that, and the genie was like, look, like tomorrow I'm gonna grow your YouTube channel to 1 million followers, but you're just not gonna enjoy YouTube anymore. But you're gonna have all of the followers and all of the views, but you're just not gonna enjoy it. Or you can continue with your channel and it's just gonna take however long it takes to get to wherever you gotta get to. And there's no date. You don't even know like 100% if it's ever gonna take off. Like you're just gonna have to continue doing what you're doing, but you're gonna really enjoy the journey and the process. Like which one would you take?
Yeah, it's a great
I
question.
know which one I would take.
Mm,
And it's hard. Like it is really difficult. And actually, strangely enough, I was just listening to, before we jumped on live, I was listening to Tyler Perry and his journey of starting his plays, and how he put his plays on for 7 years and no one showed up. And on the
Wow.
7th year, he put his play out and it was sold out. And ever since then, it's been sold out whenever he puts the play on. So, he could have just been discouraged after year 4 and been like, oh, I've been doing this for 4 years. Or after year 5, been like, oh man, it's 5 years and, no one's coming to these plays. And when you think about how privileged we are now, like, it doesn't cost us any money
No.
to start a YouTube channel and to put videos out there. But this was costing him loads of money. Like, there's loads of time he was saying he had to like live in his car because he was putting on these plays, and he spent all of his money on like the venue and stuff like that, thinking it's going to sell out. And yeah, he became homeless as a result. And I think we're quite privileged because we don't have to do all of that. We've got the platform here for free. All we
Yeah.
have to do is put videos out, and if 20 people watch it or 50 people watch it, that's more than what Tyler Perry had when he was starting his thing. So, I think,
Exactly.
yeah.
And I think it comes down to, you said this right at the beginning, it's if you're happy and you enjoy this process of making YouTube videos. Like, me and Sam just had a very brief conversation before we went live. And I was saying to Sam, I can't imagine my life like not doing YouTube. I think for the rest of my life, I will always be uploading to YouTube in some capacity. Now, maybe it won't be with this channel. Maybe I will stop this channel at some point and start another one and then do something else. Like, who knows? I can't predict the future, but I think it's that thing of, and both of us know how powerful YouTube is. And if you are watching this right now and you're just like, oh, but I'm so demotivated, I'm feeling unhappy, I can't see how this is working, then it is that thing of you need to take a break and you
Yeah.
need time for yourself to actually figure out, are you that same person? Like, when you started YouTube, are you that same person? Because your interests may have changed, your hobbies may have changed, your personal circumstances may have changed. So maybe you do need that 6-month break away from YouTube completely, and then you come back fresh on that same channel. Or maybe after that 6 month, and this is just a random number, yeah, maybe you take 3 months out, maybe take a year out, 2 years, whatever it is. But it's really looking within yourself and understanding what makes you happy. Like, every time me and Sam do the marketing after party, the first Friday of every month, I get really excited and happy and it actually reminds me, like, oh, I love doing videos with other people. I love interviewing other people. So it's finding out, isn't it? What do you actually want? What do you enjoy? What makes you
100%.
happy? Then build your YouTube channel around that. Um, and what else would you, even getting remotivated again, because you can be a bit like, oh, this is so long. Have you ever thought, Sam, about your current YouTube channel? So Sam has a marketing channel, Day Tips. So with that channel, have you ever thought, oh, do you know what, I'm doing all these videos, like, I just don't want to do it anymore, or I want to quit?
Oh, that's a good question. I've definitely thought I need a break.
Okay.
And I think that's important, especially because I've been creating content for such a long time now, and the channel is reaching like 400. No, I think it's 550 videos. I'm about to reach, and our
Wow.
live just went live. So yeah, probably five. I think that was my 550th video, the live we just
Oh,
done.
we should have had a little party for that.
You should have had, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, that's a lot of content.
yeah.
And I think sometimes you like at the beginning, it's like a race really. Like at the beginning of the race, you're fresh and you've been preparing hopefully, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna run this race. And then when you get to like the last 100 meters or 200 meters or whatnot, like your legs are a little bit tired now, and you have to find that motivation somewhere. And so I feel like that's like with YouTube, like you can come out of the gate like firing on all cylinders, But then when you've been doing it for a few years, and you know, you just get tired, you get fatigued, and you need to take a break. In terms of like quitting, just quitting in general, it's never really been something that has crossed my mind. Even if, because I have some other channels as well, and even if those channels got like super big, I would still always want to do marketing because
Yeah.
it's just my passion. So I would always be, well, I hope that I would always be creating content on day tips, marketing content, even if it wasn't my full-time thing anymore.
Yeah. And I think, again, it's looking at our own journeys as well, isn't it? Like, I was going live on this channel every Friday for a good few months. And then I got to the point with, hold on, do I actually, even though I love doing it, I love giving those tips, I'm thinking, well, hold on, I've now qualified in hypnotherapy. Is that the best use of my time to be doing that? Hence why I'm going to be launching, and I've been saying it for so long now, and I need Sam to keep me accountable. I just need to put a date in now and launch my hypnotherapy meditation channel. But that doesn't mean I'm still going to be uploading on this channel, but it may not be um as many videos as it was before. Like, my aim really is to, I really want to try and do a few videos a month on this channel, but just really in-depth tutorials, so people know if they need, you know, that beginner advice on how to start a channel on YouTube or Instagram, or getting confident on the camera, whatever, as they know they can get some really in-depth tutorials here. That brings us on to, as well, kind of, okay, so both of us were not quitting. We're not quitting our channels. Like, me and Sam have been on similar journeys, like the long slog of putting content out there. We keep going. We've both taken various breaks as well, but we're both starting new channels because I know. So I'm going to obviously be doing my, you know, hypnosis channel, and Sam's got a new channel with his brother, haven't you? Where it's a more of like a podcast channel
Yeah.
as well.
I think like I just fell in love with creating content on YouTube. And so yes, like marketing was my passion, but then like I didn't realize until I started Day Tips how much I just enjoyed creating YouTube content. And then like my marketing YouTube channel opened doors for me. Like when we hit 10K and we was able to go to the YouTube space, and then you're mingling with people who are creating different types of content, doing different types of things. It's like, oh wow, like I've got other interests as well and other hobbies. And so yeah, I kind of was inspired to explore different parts of my personality as well, because marketing only brings out one side of my personality. Like it's because the topics are quite business related. It's quite a professional, somewhat professional way of delivering it as well, because people need to learn and stuff like that. Whereas there's other parts of my personality as well that I wanted to be able to showcase online. So that kind of birthed the podcast with my brother, where we talk about loads of other topics that I'm highly professional in, like how to attract the opposite sex and so on and so forth. And then also my third channel, I'm very musical as well, which not a lot of people
Oh,
would
hold
know.
on. You've got a fair what?
Yeah, so yeah, well, this is the one I'm starting. It's my third YouTube channel.
Oh, wow. Okay, right. Before you tell us what that's about, okay, this is another question now. Because I don't want someone to watch this video and be like, do you know what? I'm going to stop my current channel because it's not working. And now Vina's launching another channel. Sam's doing it. Before we get on to that, your third channel, number one, actually, why are we both launching? Why are we both doing another channel? Because that, I think, in itself could help people if we kind of give our reasoning to it. So why did you actually launch your other channel with your brother? So you've got your marketing channel. Both of us have established that, we're in for the long haul. It is hard sometimes, isn't it? When you're like, oh, I've just put a video out, 100 views. Like, what? I've been doing this for years. But again, both me and Sam know the back end, like what's happening. But yeah, so talk to me about why launch that new, two
the
new
new channel.
YouTube channels?
The second one was a passion project at first.
Okay.
So I didn't know how long it was going to last. I didn't know if so it's been about a year now, or over a year now,
Oh,
that we've been
wow.
doing that channel. So I didn't know at first how long it was going to last. I thought, let's just do a few videos,
Yeah.
see what people say about it, and see if we enjoy it, which is the main thing.
Mm.
And then if we enjoy it, then it could be something that we just continue doing. And I think that channel potentially has the opportunity to open doors that the Day Tips channel just can't open, just by nature of what the content is about
Yeah.
and the questions that we answer on that podcast. It brings out a different aspect of my personality. So a lot of people from my first channel who've gone over, they're like, oh wow, this is a different Sam. But it's not, it's the same Sam, but it's just
Yeah.
that I'm able to kind of like, I'm with my brother, so I'm more chilled, and the topics are different, so people get, they get to see me in a different light. And I wanted to be able to show that there's more to me than marketing.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
that comes down to the tip that we both said right at the start in terms of niche. Because it doesn't mean you're quitting YouTube if you stop your current channel and then have another one with a different niche. Because for both of us, I feel on our main, I'll call them our main channels because they're both the kind of marketing ones. I feel on this channel I've got a rush sometimes because I just want to get I'm like, quick. All right, this is how you go live on Facebook. Show everyone. Okay, bye. Because I want to make sure that because I know the type of people that's going to click on it. They don't
Mm,
care about what I have to say or what I can do. No,
mm,
they just
mm.
want the information. They want the tutorial and go. So I feel I understand what you're saying because with your other channel, with your brother, you can, like, I know you well enough now, like you can just be you,
Yeah.
even though you are you on your other channel. It's just an opportunity to just talk, isn't it? And you don't feel rushed.
Yeah, yeah, and there's no pressure as well, because like my main channel is kind of more or less like the marketing is what I do full time now. So there's no pressure. We're just having fun, really. And like if a video really takes off and the channel explodes, then that's great. If it takes another 2 years, it's where we don't sit there and look at the analytics and analyze it,
Yeah.
because we're not really that bothered about that. It's we're just doing what we enjoy doing.
Mm.
And it's like the feedback we get from it is really great as well. So I think that's the reason why I'm starting it. Like it's just because I enjoy it, and I know I can. If you enjoy something, you can be consistent with it, and then whatever happens or doesn't happen, where like YouTube is a passion of mine now. So it's kind of like, I don't know, playing a video game. Like there's not, you
Mm.
might not, unless you're competing, like you might not be able to get anything from it but enjoyment. So YouTube is
Yeah.
a combination for me of enjoyment, and also there's that possibility of it actually going somewhere as well.
And you know what? I think we only live once. Like, I think even having this conversation now, it's just like, just do what you want. If you're watching this and you're like, I still don't know what to do, it's like, what feels right for you in your gut?
Mm,
If you want to, I think the main point here as well is just, yeah, it's just go with what's inside you and make a frigging decision. Because even now, as I'm talking, I'm literally like, do you know what? I need to just go and make my meditation channel and just go and do it because I keep saying it to Sam even privately, right? Yeah, next week I'm gonna do it, and I still haven't done it. So I'm
mm,
in the same boat as you. Is just do, and for whatever reason, I feel I'm being called to doing that right now. It might work or it might not, but I would rather believe in people go, oh, what if it doesn't work? But I always say, but what if it does work?
mm.
It's always leaning into the positivity, because otherwise you're living in such a limited space. If you're always thinking, oh, it's not going to work, or what if this, what if that, like, who cares? Just go and try and do and have fun. Do you know what I mean? It's we're here for a very short amount of time, so just go with what's in your heart and just get it done. Okay,
100%.
bye. We're going to stop the video now because I need to go. Right. Okay, so we've talked about that. Hopefully, this has really helped. If it has helped you, please comment below or let us know your situation. What are you doing at the moment? I'm really interested in this now. I really want to know. Okay, so you've got 2 YouTube channels.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel so you're launching a third one? Number
Mm-hmm.
one, actually, no, I'm not going to ask you why because I know why you're doing it. It's a passion of yours. You're happy doing it. I'm guessing that's what you would have said to that.
Yeah.
So my question really is, are you how are you gonna manage doing that? Because having one channel, as you know, and growing that is a job in itself. Um,
Mm.
yeah, so tell me more about that.
So it's quite easy. So like with my first YouTube channel, Day Tips, it's now what I do full time.
Okay.
So it's easy to create content for that. Whereas at first I was doing that whilst selling products online and e-commerce and all of this kind of stuff. So it was difficult because I was having to find time
Yeah.
around all of the other stuff I was doing. Whereas now it's kind of like my full-time thing. So I'm not worried too much about creating content for that because I know content, like I have to create content for it.
Right. Okay.
And I think in a lot of ways, maybe that's why I started the other channels because it was like, and I kind of have to create day tips content now because it's like my job now.
Yeah.
So whereas it went from being my passion, now it's like, okay, this is my job. So I think the other channels was kind of like, okay, cool. Now I still have a place to create content just
Mm,
for passion. And I kind of found myself like wanting to create certain videos that didn't really fit well on my channel. And I wasn't able to express myself in the way I wanted to.
yeah.
Yeah, I just was like, I need a place to talk about certain things that's not on day tips. So that's what the podcast was. It was a way for me to kind of just do that. And I have certain conversations with my brother anyway. And so we just said, well, we might as well just take the camera out
Just
and
film it.
start filming it. So it's not, I mean, yes, it is kind of taken that there's other things we would do now in terms of like the editing, but the way we film, there's not much editing to do. So we're kind of just filming what we would have already been speaking about anyway,
Yeah.
and then having a designated time to do it. And with my second channel, it's a music channel with my friend, and we started rehearsing once a week for an event that we had, and then we were like, well, why stop just because the event's finished? Like we might as well just continue. And
Mm,
so I said, okay, cool. Well, if we're going to continue, we might as well record it.
yeah.
So we're going to meet once a week like we would anyway, and I'm just going to record it because I haven't been recording it. So I'm just going to record it and then put that up on YouTube. So it's kind of like me doing what I would be doing anyway, but just
Mm,
holding the camera.
I love it.
So it's not like it doesn't feel like it's too much of an addition to my life. It's just now I'm filming what I'm doing, kind of
And
thing.
it's not that maybe same pressure as I know you said I know that your main channel isn't, that is your job at the end of the day. It's turned into your job, but it's still that kind of like it's important for you to
Mm,
get that content out. But the other two are more like, do you know what? If it does well, it does. If it doesn't, who cares? It's a place for you to express yourself.
yeah.
And I think that's a really great tip actually. I think so many of us now, I don't know why this has happened, but it's like you get caught in the numbers, you get
Mm,
caught in. And I remember when I first started this YouTube channel, I genuinely did not care about views, subscribers, making money, nothing. It was like, oh my God, I've got this new microphone. I just want to show people and be like, yeah, this is my, woo, look at this. And I really want to find, even though I love still making content, I don't think that will ever go away. I actually want to get back to that place of, oh my God, I just bought a mic and I just want to make a video and show people. Because I haven't done, like, how my channel started to get more subscribers is I did a review of a camera, and I haven't done reviews for ages. So I think even for me, I need to get back into what, again, everything we've been saying today, isn't it? What makes you happy? What
mm,
lights you up? And everyone, this is different for everyone, and you've just got to be aware of it. What content is genuinely making you like like feel excited and you can't wait to make that video. So yeah, I really hope, and I do feel this may have given you a good conversation. This was always going to be a conversation, this video, kind of, you know, should you quit YouTube? Should you start a new channel? The answer is already within you. It is already within us. Da, 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 da. But I believe, do you believe that?
I believe so. I believe we know, like, innately. We might be lying to ourselves a little bit, but if we're being truly honest with ourselves, I think we know the answers most of the time.
100%. And I think where we get kind of blinded is when we are looking what other people are doing.
Yeah.
And or other people, when we're taking in other people's comments, and you just don't do that, because that's when you go off your own path. We've all got our own unique path to go down. And when things don't maybe necessarily resonate with us or don't feel aligned, it's because we probably listened to someone else. So yeah, just go back to what it is you love, and just do that and create a YouTube channel around that. There's no right and wrong answer to this. And I've watched YouTube videos before and I'm like, just give me the answer. Should I start a new channel? Should I not? What should I do? But like I said, the answer's within us. And I know I need to do my, you know, hypnosis channel, and I've just got to get off from this chair and go and make that video.
Get it done.
Get it done. Sam, you've been amazing as always. Go and watch Sam's video. I will link it below. We talked all about content creation and how you can come up with ideas for your YouTube channel. Also, don't forget, we are here the first Friday of every month with this show. It's called The Marketing After Party. Subscribe to both our channels if you haven't done so already. Oh, wrong way. And in the middle here, there'll be a box. Click on that box and watch all of our previous videos, and I promise you will get immense value from it. So we'll see you again on the first Friday of August.
See you soon.